Do you want me to put it on you?
No, it's fine. I got it. I'll be doing not my traditional haircut because I don't feel like going 0 on the sides and jacking myself up. So I'm just going to do a 2 because that's probably what a lot of you guys are doing too. My standard 2 that I normally use is with one of these metal detachable clippers. This is the Andes ZR2. Most of you guys, if you're doing this at home, which by the way, this is not a tutorial video by any means. This is I'm going to do it because you guys are already doing it, so might as well try it myself. I've never cut my own hair before. I've never wanted to cut my own hair before. I've never had that desire or goal, so this is fun. But a couple guys have challenged me to do it since they're doing it themselves too. So I'll give it a shot since I kind of know what I'm doing for other people. So for myself, I'm going to use 2 different clippers to do it. Since I'm going to be doing the number 2, I'm going to do it with my metal guard, so you can see it there, maybe. There we go. Camera 2. I'm also going to be using what you guys are probably going to be using, something like this, detachable plastic guard. Most of you guys probably have this with you. So this is the plastic 2. This honestly is not going to be as short as this metal guard number 2, so I'm probably going to be doing a lot more blending towards the top with this one, especially since it's adjustable. I can make it shorter and longer a little bit. So first off, let's go metal guard number 2. This is the first swipe I will ever take in cutting my own hair, so you guys get to witness it. How cool is that? All right, here we go. Do it so you guys can see. So one thing in cutting your own hair at home, pressure is amazing and helps out so much when you're doing it. So towards the bottom, I'm going to be pressing harder on my skin, making sure this part's staying flush. Towards the top, I'm going to be letting off a little bit like that, just to kind of fade it up a little bit. Got to use my own mirror instead of using the camera because I can't see that good in that camera. Once again, if you're just joining, this is not a tutorial. This is honestly just a fun experiment. So I've never cut my own hair. I do not recommend you guys cut your own hair. But if you cannot wait until I'm done, maybe try this. So as you can see on here, I'm getting real light at the top. And if you guys have any questions, Shalise is here to help read them and talk about them. So all about that. On my hair, I'm not going all the way up here. I don't want my head to look round like that. So I'm going to try and go straight up as possible. So you guys can see that. I'm being very conservative. I could probably take this up shorter, but you can always go shorter. You can't go longer. I've said that a million times to you guys, so I'm living by it and true to myself. Oh yes, here we go.
There goes your ear.
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of those by feel because it's hard to do it with a mirror, so.
It makes it backwards, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm mostly just trying to not mess myself up too much. Move it this way a little bit.
Okay.
It's really good. It's crazy how you're able to get the line so straight. Cool. To the shape of your head.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun blending this in though.
Look at the wrist.
I'm going to attempt to try and taper the back of my neck, so then that way you guys can see what that'll look like. So I would love some whiskey, Andrew. Thank you.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yes, Grant here.
I'll take some.
Grant here in the chat is one of the ones who challenged me in doing. He actually challenged me not to cut my own hair this whole time, but I told him I can go months without a haircut and be totally fine. So the not cutting my hair is the easy part. The cutting my hair is that's gonna be the challenge. So all right, so I put in that very, very rough guideline of that metal 2. Like I said, this plastic 2 that I'm going to be using is a little bit longer, especially if I open it all the way up. So this is closed, this is open. Adds about I don't know, half of a guard to it. So I'm gonna turn that on and start fading in this line here all the way open. And as I'm going through it and up, I'm listening for it to cut, as well as I'm getting softer towards the top. I know it's very hard to see with it blowing out my face this whole time, but Oscar, it's not looking bad. It's looking pretty okay. Definitely will have some cleaning up to do, but so far, metal 2, plastic 2 open. So I'm probably going to close it a little bit and try and go more onto that. I don't know if I trust myself to cut my own hair. I am very happy to cut anyone else's hair. I don't know if you guys were here earlier. This is my first attempt at ever cutting my own hair.
Are you going to trim the top?
I will be trimming the top too. Yeah. As soon as I'm done blending this in, I'm going to get the shears out and try to do some of that. I'm not going to do any blunt cutting. So blunt cutting would be to cut a straight line, kind of. I'm going to do more texture cutting. I don't really want to take length off my hair. I cut it really short before we went to Hawaii, so I don't want to cut any more length off. So I'm just going to texture it. But the shears will be coming out. And if you guys miss anything or want to see it again, I will be uploading this to YouTube, hopefully, if I can figure out how that works. Or saving it for you guys to see later. I will be using product, yes, Andrew, that's for sure. As you guys can see, I dropped it very low in the back. The way my head is shaped, let me see, make sure I'm in the video. Can you see the back of my head?
Yeah.
Okay, so the way my head is shaped, this spot right here is very slanted, kind of up. Mm-hmm. So if I was to bring this 2 length up here and go in, I'd need to take my cowlick really short, and I don't want my cowlick short. I like it to grow out so it can all lay down evenly, especially for maintenance cuts. If you guys are doing this just to get by until this is all over, don't go up high. Don't go down to skin. Don't go up high. I wouldn't go shorter than a 2, honestly. I'm not.
Igor said the struggle is real.
I bet, Igor. Thankfully, your kid's got an easy haircut.
Yeah. Is it high enough? In my mirror?
Yep. What I would love to do at this moment is to clip or over comb my own hair, but that is not impossible, but it's not going to happen, especially for the first time I'm cutting my own hair. So I'm definitely not going to try that today at all. So a lot of this back part too, now that I'm getting to the absolute opposite side of my head, is a lot of feel. Almost like closing your eyes and doing it just so you could feel the pressure going straight up and down a little bit. So keep that in mind when you're going to do it, because it's going to rebound back up. To get the ear is going to be very weird. It's going to be terrible. So you're going to have to try and get the angle right before you actually take it in, because you don't want to go up and white wall yourself. Also with your ear, so if I pull my hair down, see all those long ones? So I'm just going to try and come back and clip those little long ones right there.
You're so funny.
I don't know if you can see that well, but...
Here, look right here.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that, yeah. We'll do this mirror so that way you guys can see. Can you see?
Yeah.
So right on the ear, these clippers aren't going to cut you. See? This is the most sensitive part of your skin, so that's why barbers always test it on their forearm. So if I'm going to put this on my ear's not going to, unless you're bending your ear down, then you can cut that little spot. So you could be careful around there. But I'm just going to put it on the ear. You guys are awesome. So for this part back here, I'm going to turn it a little bit. I don't recommend cutting your own hair. Just wait, really. But if you are going to try it and not mess it up too much. Okay, so probably should do it with the clippers off to get your angles right, because it is going to be weird. And then when you're doing it, try to not to have your neck too twisted, because then if you go into it and then you straighten back out, it's going to be really far in there. So head straight, angles right, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's right, that's right. Look at me trying to real life try and figure this out. I don't care if they're straight, because I'm going to taper it anyway.
Okay.
It's going to be bad. Alright, the reason I was outlining is because I needed these to charge a little bit. I'm putting my 3-guard on now to try and blend in more of the sides and the back, now that they're charged up a little bit. I closed them about halfway or so.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Casey Lou. I'm cutting my hair.
Let's go. No. This is very nice. Dance, no. No.
You know what? I will let Casey cut my hair eventually for sure. Right now is probably not the best time. She's already practiced with some stuff, and yeah, it's fun. Yeah, the straight razor shave. I'm definitely. I've held her while doing a straight razor shave on myself. She likes to watch me do it. Move back to the 2-guard to clean up some more spots.
Okay.
Casey's a little young to start cutting.
She has potential.
We don't, since we have so many tools, a close access to her right now in her young life, I really don't want her to get in the habit of cutting mine or her or anyone else's hair. That'd be horrible. Some friends came over and she cut their hair. Still have a couple spots, unfortunately. It takes so much time. I don't envy any of you who are doing this at home right now.
Do you want to go play shops with Gigi?
Shop. I can shop. What?
Shop.
It's not looking horrible.
No, it looks really good.
It's not looking good, but it's not looking
I
horrible.
think it looks good. It looks better than most fades I see on public.
Well, that's good. That's good. What do you guys think? Does it look okay so far? Yeah, I can't wait to do the shave. The shave I'm actually excited and happy about. I threw the 1.5 guard on. I'm going to try and taper out my sideburns and the back of my neck. I'm going to cut the top.
Better than any.
Feel free to make yourself a drink and get a snack. This isn't ending anytime soon, so.
We should do a whiskey bottle popping. Whatever.
Oh, we could do a live whiskey bottle pop. All right, 1 guard. Working my way down. One thing I'm definitely not gonna try and attempt is getting the line around my back of my ear too perfect, because I don't want to white wall myself. So I'll take the taper over that. So on this part too, since I'm getting down to the lower guards, I'm really getting on the teeth of it, trying to drop it down as I go. I can see all sorts of spots that I jacked at. White wall is when you take this line that's supposed to go just over the ear and take it way too high, and then that way this little bald spot goes up above your ear and it looks terrible.
Yeah, she's good at hair.
One reason why I'm going down, if you guys notice that, if you guys could see it. I don't know if you can see.
No, I can't.
I'm going down like this. I have calyx that are right here on both sides that kind of grow up. So I'm trying to even level all those out. Getting tricky.
I don't know if it's short enough, but I think I need to get it right here. With what you're doing right now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
There. Tag team. Alright, this is cheating. I know. But I'm totally
You
going to have...
can do it.
No, I'm going to have you help me.
Is it too short? Or are you just going to put on a different...
1.5 and get it.
What are you on
Where is
now? A 2?
I was on a 1.
Oh, then yeah, do a 1.5. Don't go shorter.
Where at?
Because you took this.
I can't see
shorter.
it, so...
It's literally just this.
Here, get it. Real quick. Tag team. This isn't cheating, I swear.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. Better?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. There you go. Get someone to help you this whole time. Okay. Half guard. We'll see how this works. I'm gonna go open first. Did I mess it up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That spot that you just took is so much shorter.
It's because I went down on it with a half guard.
Oh.
That's fine. Yeah. This is all totally not even looking, just trying to feel it. Trying to feel it. Just trying to feel it. I hope it works. Gosh, I can't wait for the shave part. My haircut over yet? That's how I feel when I get my haircut. I hope you guys know that. I do not like sitting in a chair for too long. So now I got no guard on it. I'm gonna cycle through open, midway, and close, kind of going through the dark spots, and I'm really using the corners of it. Try and get it out. Not horrible, not great, not bad. Not horrible. Pretty happy with that. All right, I'm gonna cut the top now before I do the shave. The shave part's probably gonna be more interesting because I'll actually know what I'm talking about rather than cutting my own hair. Personally, I always like to cut hair wet, the top. For what I'm doing, the style of cutting, it's called point cutting, that I'm gonna do to the top. I could just use these guys and run it through one time over and be done, because that's essentially what I'm doing. But since not any of you guys have these, let alone actual shears at home, I'm not going to do that because that's cheating. So one thing that's going to be difficult for me to do, since we'll see. So holding the hair, you want to make sure you're pulling straight from the head, so you don't want to pull back or too far out unless you're trying to cut the bangs more. So I'm going to pull straight up. See that there? And I'm literally going to go in straight up and down. I'm not cutting much because I don't want length off. I'm just trying to point cut it so then it adds texture, so as it's growing it kind of flows nicely. I'm making the funniest face right now. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that you thought it looked easy, because it definitely is not. Was not, is not.
I feel like you're not breathing either.
I also feel like I'm not cutting it. I feel like I'm missing.
No, I can hear it.
Personally, I think you should always style your hair after a shower, but make sure it's not wet, it's just damp. So my hair's still damp from me spraying it in the hot towel. Took some out and added some moisture in. So I'm going to use today a little bit of Victory Crown Matte, which hopefully I'm working on something to where if you guys purchase this with a promo code, I would get 50% of the proceeds from the promo code. So hopefully stay tuned for that. I'll post it once I get it. So just about a dime size spool or so. Make sure it's spread throughout your hands. Goes all through your hair. Blow dryer. I always use a blow dryer. gonna do the hot setting and go on high, but I'm gonna toggle the cool switch. So with blow dryers, hair is elastic, kind of like plastic. So you heat it up, you can mold it, use the cold setting, it cools it, it sets it. So hot first, then finish cold. For volume, also, forgot to mention this, depending on how you want your hair styled, go in the, so I usually like messy this way. Blow it the opposite direction first so the roots of your hair stand straight up, and then the top can relax over. Now it's on cold. So now, I'm going to use the Victory Crown spray as well to finish it. This is not a hairspray. It doesn't add any like hold to it. It just kind of adds grittiness and texture, which I'm a fan of. So then you get the perfect amount of messy, and then you stop looking at it, or else you're going to try and fix it too much, and then it's going to turn out comb look. So you stop there. And that's how it looks. Not horrible. Show the GoPro too. Okay, face shave time. This is the fun part. Always do a straight razor shave, or any type of shave, after a hot shower. Steam your face up a lot towards the end, or a hot towel. If you don't have a hot towel cabinet, and no one does, get a towel real wet, stick it in the microwave for, Hamza, if you're watching, not 3 minutes, 1 minute, or 45 seconds, something like that. I had a client who steamed a towel for 3 minutes in the microwave and almost burned himself really bad. Not good. A hot towel.
Is it hard to breathe when it's on?
No. So what a hot towel does is it opens up all the pores in the skin and relaxes the hair. So then that way, when I go run the razor on it, it's not going to pull at the hair follicle or anything. I do have a couple blemish spots today, so it's going to be interesting to see if I cut myself. Straight razors are dangerous, but they're not that dangerous. I still cut myself all the time, so it's not that big of a deal. If you the straight razor I use, it's called the Jitai Feather. It's a Japanese kind of style. I'll show that too. And the blades I use for this are not actually the feather blades. I use the Derby premium ones. It shows a little bit more of the blade, which I like to see. Mostly when doing shaves on other people, but I've gotten so comfortable with the Derby blades now that I just use them on myself. They are a lot cheaper too compared to the feather blades. Feather blades are really expensive, but they're really nice. For shaving cream, let's see if my lather machine's working. I have a lather machine, works amazing. It was on Amazon for like 150 bucks or something. Mm-hmm. So not quite all that affordable, but works amazing. If you don't have this, I highly recommend it, or I use inside a badger brush with shaving soap. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I'm actually going to put another hot towel And then I'm actually going to use for the shave portion the Badger brush, and I'll show you guys that option as well. Okay, so second hot towel just to really exfoliate and open up the skin.
Oh yeah.
Now it's steamy.
Oh yeah.
To test it, you could do it on your sensitive part of your wrist, like I showed you guys earlier. Could you heat up that brush?
Sure.
So, yeah. So this is my Badger brush made by one of my old clients who moved out of state, actually. They're not too hard to find. Make sure the care for this, where are you going to go?
In the sink?
She's going to go heat it up under hot water. The hottest your sink can get, run the brush under. But good care for your Badger 4 bristle brushes. Make sure you shampoo and condition them. They are real hair, so you don't want them getting all nasty. I mean, they don't have pores and don't develop oil or anything, but you want to make sure you still clean them. Let's heat it up underwater. Now I'm going to put, this is Beauty Counter Smooth Shaving Cream. That's just what I got. I'm not sold on the brand or anything. If you guys have suggestions for soap, let me know. So it goes on the bristle brush, and then you just lather it up on the skin. So I'm going to do the mustache area first because for me it's the most sensitive area and I want to knock it out of the way. Yeah, anywhere right around the mouth is going to be the most sensitive.
You got 2.
Okay, cool.
3.
You can go get that re-wet.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to, it's kind of scary, Minnie, that's why. So you're supposed to stretch the skin really, really well. So since it's kind of awkward for me to stretch my own skin and shave at the same time, which I will in some spots for sure.
There's one poking your eye.
No, I see. I'm sorry. So stretching your neck up in other spots, and I pull down a lot. Also going with the grain of your hair is, you need to. Going against it, it's going to hurt. And it's going to cause a lot of irritation in ingrown hairs. So this side of my hair face grows down, except for this little spot right here. So I got to shave up on that, or else I will get irritation in ingrown hairs. This side though grows all up, so I go completely opposite on this other side of my face. I need a little lather. It dried out because I waited too long. I got it. There we go. This is when having a lather machine comes in a lot of use. You put Put your hand under it. Cool. Yeah, sorry I'm so quiet. There you go. Look at that. I don't have any hair. Let me get another towel so I can wash it all off. Generally for myself, or for clients, when I do shaves on people, I do another hot towel after the shave. Or at least wipe it down with a warm towel. And then straight to aftershave, and then generally a cold towel. If I don't have a cold towel, aftershave is fine too. It's just to close up the pores and wake yourself up, really. If you guys have any questions on shaving before this is over, this might sting a little. I know you guys have heard that before. Oh.